entire experience was really empowering. It was great to know, I was in the presence of such historic figures like Jesse Jackson, Congressman John Lewis. It was just, President Obama, an African-American president at a historic event that basically, honored the actions of African-American people. It was just, the entire thing was amazing. It was great, to experience being so close to the bridge. The entire thing was just awesome.
I think I would just reiterate education. It's very important that we educate our community and tell them how important it is to vote. Just giving an example, if there's something that needs to be done in the community as far as the streets need to be done or different things like that, those are things that can be taken care of through voting for the right person, and you can't get those things taken care of if you don't vote. You won't have a voice.
It gave me a sense of how it felt to be in that area at that time, and it really gave me a sense of community, which I haven't really felt here or in much of the places I've been. Well, I think the biggest thing was before they could vote, they had to have a common goal, and they had to be what you already said, a community. I feel like Black people as a whole should support each other, love each other, because before we can get anything done, we have to know and love each other as well. So I feel like being in the community first, and then everything else will come. So I just think we have to know each other, love each other, support each other, then that comes along. So I just think we need a sense of community first before we can even have community goals.
It was like a wow moment because you see it in the movie or the movies that have been, made or whatever, but when you're actually, when you're there in person, it's like this really happened right here, and I'm right here looking at it. So it was pretty much just wow. That's what it was.
I definitely want to thank the African American Museum here in Evansville for sponsoring the trip and for all the hard work that you put into this trip. And I definitely want to thank Miss Lanisa Williams. You are constantly working hard, and I really appreciate all the time and effort you put into this trip.
I really want to thank the African American Museum in Evansville, Indiana, for offering us the opportunity to go. I would love to thank Lanisa Williams for the Diversity and Equities Office for recommending me to come and asking me to come. And then I would love to thank Black Student Union for giving us the funds to go. And I would just love to thank the Lord God Almighty for making this happen.
Definitely want to thank the African American Museum for putting up with all of us on this trip. Also Miss Lanisa Williams, because she made it possible for the students who did go and some of the people that went from UE. She made it possible for them to go, and also BSU for me knowing them and then having that connection allowed me to go to this trip.
I definitely would like to thank the African American Museum for giving us the grant to be able to go to Selma and be able to stay overnight. I also wanted to thank Miss Lanisa as well for making a spot for me when all of the spots were filled up. And just everybody that I traveled with, I wanted to thank them as well just for their support and just letting me have such a great time there.
Thank you to the Evansville African American Museum for inviting us to come with you. And thank you to Miss Lanisa for letting us know about this opportunity.